Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Mayhem on the mic. We ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, we kind of we normally, before we start, we say, oh, you're going to intro, we're going to intro. And we didn't do that. And so we were just like, we're starting the show. Hi.
Hi, guys.
We're here. We're back. We're doing it. Don't worry.
Another week. Let's go. Let's get this rolling.
Yeah.
So, again, if you guys don't know us, listen, you better know our names.
Seriously. But in case it's your first time ever watching us, those
Kim.
Those are the people that it's only acceptable for. If it's your first time ever watching us, we're going to go through this intro.
Yeah. I'm Kim.
And I'm Sophia.
Welcome.
And welcome to Mayhem on the mic. This is our pre-Father's Day.
Yeah. The month of June and...
Yep, mid-June. Father's Day is coming up. Very exciting. We hope everybody, has something planned. And we actually share something in common where our fathers are not physically here with us.
They're not physically here.
So if you're in that, boat with us as well, we still hope you have a wonderful Father's Day because there's a lot to still celebrate. Yes. But today we're gonna talk about self-care.
Self-care. Why is that so important? Mm-hmm. And not just for moms.
No,
for
not
dads
just
too.
For dads too. Yeah.
Because you do have those dads that are single dads that have that deal with everything of what a single mom would
even if you're not a single mom and a single dad, I think in general as a parent, you need to take care of yourself. Yeah. It's a little crazy the way people just completely neglect themselves,
forget who they are
for everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not down with that. That's not my thing. So
let's why is it so important? I mean, you have to be well rested. You have to be okay. You have to have the energy. You have to be healthy in order to be able to function. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. And give and show your kids that.
Right.
Well,
like we said,
life is hard.
Yeah. Last episode we said, if you're not taking care of yourself, your kids are going to copy you.
Right. They're not going to. Right.
Your family is is just as good as your worst moments. You know, it's almost like a team. What do they say? The team is just as good as the worst player. Right. You can't excel past that. Right. I think that's what they say.
Something like that.
Something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But pretty much if mothers are kind of like that mama bear. And
they're going to be like that also. If you're careless, your kids are going to be just as careless. Mm-hmm. I feel like the cliche, dicho is, they're sponges. They absorb what they see, what they hear, how to present yourself at all times. They look at you. Mm-hmm. So if you are looking like a mess, how do you think your kids are going to be looking when they go out there? Yeah. My mom was very big. You was not leaving this house in pajama pants. Yeah. You weren't doing all that. She'd be like, you're going where like that? Tú no vas para la calle conmigo así vestida. And I'd be like, why? What's the problem? But I get it. Yeah. Because listen, we're human. Sometimes we'll be out there and be like, what is she wearing? Why would you come out like that with your kids? Do you see what your kid is wearing?
Listen, there are definitely times where I'm coming from work and I work in scrubs and I have my hair wrapped up and I have my scrubs on.
That's a little different. Our struggle in the medical field is.
I know. But it's it becomes acceptable to just go out in your scrubs. It becomes very easy.
It's easy.
To just go out okay, I'm just not going to change.
I'm guilty of that. I can stay in my scrubs.
Yeah, I don't.
Not that I want to stay. Yeah, but
I don't work with sick patients anymore. So I work in the aesthetic field. So people are not sick. My scrubs are, I'm coming into contact with people. It's wearing regular clothes.
Yeah, for me, it's the opposite.
Yeah. So I'm I could just do all this running around and then I don't, at the end of the day, I'm I wish that I came home and I showered and I did my hair. And put a fresh pair of like jeans and shirt on or something, you know, just to kind of like revitalize myself.
And then, you know, it's funny you say that about jeans, because there's times that sometimes, you know, I'm always, for the most part, either in scrubs or, you know, on the field. So I'm always like in leggings or just comfortable clothing, athletic wear. Right. And there's times that I'm like, you know what? I'll put it on jeans. And even my kids will be like, you're wearing jeans? And I'm like, yes. I want to put on a pair of jeans. I want to actually like dress today. I want to get dressed.
You know, when you wear scrubs or any uniform, when you wear uniform to work, like that is not like regular clothing, you don't even realize, like, there was one year, like, I gained so much weight.
Well, yeah, that
and
too.
I had no idea because my scrubs always fit, you know? So you definitely have to be mindful of, like, kind of wearing the uniform for too long.
And like you said, too, like, you know, like I said, I want to wear jeans. I want to get dressed up today. I just want to, like, feel prettier and whatever. Like, even my fiance sometimes, he'd be like, oh, wow, babe, you're wearing jeans today. And I'm like, I know, right?
Who knew jeans were the answer?
And they still fit. But, like, even, like, you know, like I said, it's all what I show my kids because, you know, I am on the field with them, whatever. But some moms, listen, if that's what you wanted, like, you don't care or you're just too tired. And listen, I get it, but you have to push yourself. And my kids see me. I may be looking athletic, but I'm Adidas out from top to bottom. I'm Nike'd out from top to bottom. Like, everything coordinates. It's nice. And I'll go shopping just for, like, soccer stuff. But I make sure they're nice stuff so that way my kids can see, even on your most comfortable day. Yeah. Your mom, she looking presentable. She's sitting on them bleachers looking like, yeah, that's my mom. I ain't looking crazy. My hair sometimes may be a little wild. But, you know what I mean? Like you said, it's just you showing them how to be organized, how to present themselves, how to respect themselves. Because, like you said, we said in the last episode, how your presentation is how other people are going to look at you and perceive you as also. Because if they look at you and you're like looking crazy, they're going to be like, all right, well, and I feel like I'm a big also, I don't know if anybody agrees, but if your room's a mess, if you're a mess, you don't make your bed in the morning, like those type of little simple things, self-care, making sure that everything is nice. I feel like people look at it, and they say this is like a saying, like if your car is dirty and your room's a mess, then everything in your life kind of is all over the place.
In that order, yeah. I think I've heard that before.
Yeah, so I put that on my kids a lot. And I'm like, do you think, you know, if you have a girlfriend, whatever, like she probably looks at you like, look at this. Like, this is how your life wants to be all over the place? And I don't think they understand it. Yeah. They probably look at me like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, the girls like me just the way I am.
Yeah, like, what are you saying? But my mom always taught me that. And it's just like how you are as a person, everything else in your life kind of follows that same routine, I feel.
I think that, so I've always been very athletic. And when I had my first child, like that was just like pushed to the side. Right. And it took me a while before I realized, like, why don't I feel myself? Why do I like feel like about myself, you know? And it was that my body had changed so much. And like I wasn't doing the one thing that made me feel good, and that was working out. So it wasn't until I had my second one. My second one was like 2. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get back in the gym. And it was the best thing I ever did for myself and it was hard to dedicate time.
Trying to figure out,
when am I going to go to the gym? When can I fit that into my schedule? So it was like, okay, now I found the thing that I need to do. When can I do it? Right. And you have to plan it. Like if that's whatever your thing is, like if you're going to go hiking, you're going to ride a bike, you're going to read a book, right? You're going to go to the gym, whatever your thing is that just kind of nurtures you, where you don't have to tend to anybody else besides you. Like this is the one thing you're going to do for yourself. So when can you do it? How often are you going to do it? So at that time, I set it to just like once a week. Okay. Because you have to kind of work yourself into
don't
these
go
things.
gun-ho.
Especially
and trying to go like, oh, I'm going back to the gym and I'm going 5 days a week, twice, 3.
Like, you can't switch to anything like super drastic. Happen. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Your body can't handle that.
Yeah. You're going to overwhelm yourself and then you're going to feel defeated before you even got started.
And your body can't handle all that change. Yeah. And that's like, your body's going to be like going to straight shock. Yeah. Like, and then you're going to shut down, like you said.
And you're going to feel defeated.
So you have to start small, little by little, and then gradually, and you'll see that it actually gets easier. Yeah. Because now it's like second nature. Like everything else, it becomes now second nature. It's part of your routine. It's part of what and you start feeling better about yourself. Right. And I can say that because I actually started working out again. I did, and I stopped due to an injury, and then the injury kind of brought me down a lot. And even like weight gain, all that stuff. And then I was feeling very like depressed, and I had to push myself to get back into the gym.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, and my mother-in-law, kudos to my mother-in-law, she motivates me. She'll text me, let's go.
She don't stop.
Get up, Kim. Let's go. We're going. And I'm like, oh, get up, Kim. Get up, Kim. And I'm like,
I've had that conversation with her also, actually.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, I have to do my thing for me. And I wish that more moms would get on board with that.
too. I'm like, if you feel good, because, you know, we're very close. And when actually, she motivates me and I motivate her, right?
Yeah.
So her motivation for me is like, for your wedding and blah, blah, blah. But also because of my injury, she's like, you have to do it, Kim. And she's like, you look great. You're doing so good, blah, blah, blah. Like, she's so awesome. But I also encourage her too, right? Because she is a little older. I think she feels that because she's a little older, she's like limited to certain things. And I look at her, I'm like, you're not.
No.
You look great for your age. Go for it. Like, and I'll be sitting there pushing her, and she's like, oh, Kim, I can't do it. And I'm, go, you got this. Let's go. And she's like, oh, she goes, I feel good. I said, you see?
Yeah.
Like, and it feels, like you said, it feels so nice to hear her say that, because I can see that she's happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, do it, like you said, do it for yourself, because it really does make a difference.
Right.
And I go to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week. I started small, guys. I went once a week, and
I don't even,
like,
I have not been able to get myself past right now. Like,
when I don't go, I feel like something's missing.
Yeah.
And even if I can't do my whole full routine or whatever I want to do, even if I could just go to do cardio, just so I can get mentally.
Well, so right now I'm like, all right, I take a class.
Okay.
So I pay for that class. I sign up for that. So I know I'm going to go at least once to work out a week. And then any other time after that is like a bonus. Like, yes, girl, you did 2 times
Look
this
at
week.
you,
know,
girl.
like, so and the class like helps because it holds me accountable. You know, so like I know, like I missed when I got sick, and then I missed like a week, and then when I went just this week, they were like, oh, I was wondering what happened to you, and I was like, you noticed I was gone, you know, like, but it keeps you accountable, you know. So like kind of stepping out of the box. And I'm not the type that likes to do classes. Like, I once upon a time was a personal trainer, and so it's hard for me to be trained.
I know, I've been telling you to train me for over.
Yeah, no. I realized that was self-care.
Did you guys realize that she completely brushed that off? She's like, yeah, I know.
Let's talk about, since we're talking about self-care. So I was an avid gym goer, okay? I would say probably like before I had my son, you know, 10 years ago. And I was in the gym probably 5 days a week, and I loved it. You
were a gym rat?
I was going to say I was an avid gym rat, and then I stopped. I was like, gym goer.
She was a gym rat.
I was in the gym 5 days a week, and I loved it, and it was great.
I admire certain gym rats. Listen, I love that for you.
Yeah,
like,
and I was just it really helped my mental health at the time. So, you know, that was my thing. That was my self-care. You know, it is my self-care. So, people, like women, saw me working out or like saw my changes, and they were like, can you train me? Can you train me? And I was like, I guess so. You know, I took certification, I did the course, did the whole thing. I became a personal trainer. And I realized probably like 2 years into that fitness is my personal passion. Fitness is where I go and what I do to clear my mind.
I would have to agree.
So to turn my personal passion into a profession ruined that for me. And I started losing my ability to kind of calm my mind.
Right, because now it's a job.
Yes. And it became very
hobby.
Involved. Right. And not everybody has that same passion for them crunches that I do, okay?
Well, right. And like I said, now it's a job, and now it's you having to take care of someone else.
Yes.
Rather than where
this was my happy place.
To be for you.
Yeah, this was my happy place. Right, like to this day, like if I have a lot like spiraling in my mind and going on, I'm like, I need to get on a treadmill. And I will get on there and I'll just start thinking and going through my thoughts and just doing my thing. And like I go. Next thing you know, I'm like 20 minutes into my run. And I don't even like running. I'm not a runner.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, even if I just need to do cardio, like I need it so bad. And I'll just go and I'll just, like you said, I'll put some music on. Sometimes I won't even put music on. I'll sit there, I'll have music on, I'm watching the TV, or I'm just thinking, or I'm just reading things, and it's my therapy.
Yeah.
it's my therapy. Now the next you know, like you said, you look at you're like 30 minutes. Like, what the hell? I'm sweating it out.
And your body now naturally is releasing endorphins. Right. You're naturally doing all these chemical things to yourself. So it helps you without, it's hard to get there. I always say just show up.
Listen,
showing up is the hardest part. Once you're there, you're going to do something.
Yeah.
Like just get yourself there.
And don't make excuses.
Yeah. But maybe it's not the gym. Like for some people,
whatever it may be, I think that as an adult, right, sometimes that's the easy way out. We find an excuse to not do it or to skip it or say that I can't because of whatever. Listen, we're all adults and we all can make decisions for ourselves and we can all push ourselves more than anything. So if you really want to feel better and have that time and feel good, stop making excuses.
Yeah.
Because and you don't have to go, whether it's the gym or whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be every day.
You have to be proactive. You have to want to feel good.
Because you're not going to feel good on its own. It's not going to happen.
Right.
Like anything else in life, it's just not going to happen by itself. You have to put the work in, make the effort. And even if it involves, like sometimes, we don't mean just go by yourself either. Even if you make it a thing with your girlfriend, like it's okay to involve other people. Self-care doesn't mean you have to do everything alone.
Right.
You can do things with other people that are going through the same thing you're going through.
Sometimes self-care really is just like sharing alone time with your friends,
I mean, I say sometimes I'm like, we need a girls' night just to sit here and just talk shit. Like
I know I've spoken about like my circle of friends previously, like there's four of us and like we've just been through so much together. And like our self-care, Monday nights, my girlfriend would come because we worked in a restaurant. So Monday we didn't work. And she would come to my house. We would crack open a bottle of wine. And either I cried or she cried or we laughed. I
love those moments.
Whatever it was. We just sat at the kitchen table. And to this day, I mean, it's probably been 15 years. We always say like, oh, we miss Monday nights at the kitchen table. And even when we were coming up with this podcast, I was like, I wanted to feel comfortable. I want us to be in like a relaxing setting. I don't want us to be like, feel like so tight and, intense, because this is taking time for ourselves to talk about these things.
Because believe it or not, even us doing this, it's our own self-care.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, obviously the preparation, it's like, oh my God. But then once we come together and we're like here, it's like, oh, all right. And then we just kind of forget life for a good hour and a half or so. And then it's like, okay, this is what I needed. I saw my girls. We're good. Chatted with everybody. Yeah. Back to real life, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
And
taking care of yourself. Yeah. Dedicating some time for yourself. It's just like, I don't know. It is like a reset. Like you said, you dedicate a little bit of time for yourself. You regroup, you reset, whatever it's going to be. Like if it's getting your nails done or, for a long time, I didn't realize like a part of self-care for me was wearing contacts. So that sounds so crazy, right? So I am blind, y'all. If you know, like prescriptions, do you you don't wear glasses?
I don't wear glasses.
Right? Okay, which is 2020 self. 2020 whatever.
Version. Okay.
So my prescription is negative 650.
Girl, bye.
So those of you that wear glasses know that I can't see. And so for a long time, when I was younger, I used to wear glasses, but I cannot see. Like I have astigmatism. I had an injury.
You have a lot going on.
I got a lot going on in the eyeballs. Okay. I had an injury to my eye when I was very young, so it's difficult for me to see with glasses. I have to wear special contacts.
Okay.
They're disposables. I wear them.
Yes, I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wear them once, and every day I put brand new ones on. And they cost a fortune. And it's probably the one thing. I will go without getting my nails done.
Well, right, you need it.
I will stretch, like I don't even dye my hair. I will stretch a lot of things out. But the one thing I will not go without.
That's a necessity though.
No, but I could see with I could wear my glasses and I'd be okay. But something about wearing my glasses, I don't feel like I'm done. I don't feel like I fully got ready.
Okay.
It's hard for me. Like, I feel like I'm still in like sleep mode.
Right.
You know, like I need to put my contacts on.
Put your eyeballs on.
Put my eyeballs in. And then I can tackle the day.
Okay.
Like I literally feel like I can't do anything.
Well, again, to each his own. Self-care is, the definition.
And it could be that simple.
It is. You're
as
right.
just like, and that's an investment. It is a financial investment for me. I probably spend over $3,000 a year, close to $4,000 a year just on contacts.
But it makes you feel good. It helps you, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
If you're investing in yourself, I'm all for it.
Yeah. And sometimes, and it's not easy. Like when it comes to material things, if, finding something that makes you feel good and like kind of perks you up. But whatever it is, like every once in a while, you should treat yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm like that with my hair every so often. My new venture is with now the gym and like just being healthier and stuff like that. So I've now become like, that's my investment.
Yeah.
Like that's why I want to feel good. I want to feel better physically, mentally, like everything. So I'm on a new path and journey.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, it's not easy because I even started meal prepping. I didn't even tell you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks to one of my girls here, my son's braider. She actually got me onto that, and she taught me a few things. And at first, I'm like, this is like a lot of work. Like I don't have making excuses, right? I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Mind you, I really I'm busy, but 2 days ago, I said, you know what? I was cooking dinner and I'm like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, stop making an excuse. So that morning, I actually took out what I was going to cook that day. And then I'm like, I bought everything.
Yeah.
But it's been sitting in the fridge, in the freezer.
Oh my God, that's the worst. When you like buy everything and then it sits there and
then I'm like, it's taking up space because I'm not using it for like to cook. It's for my own. And then when I took out the meat that day, and I'm like, if I don't take this out and see it on like I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I started cooking later that day, and I was on a roll. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Like everybody was walking by, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I had all my condiments, and I actually was like super excited as I was doing it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I tried to make an excuse for a quick second, and I had to catch myself. I said, if I want to continue on this journey that I'm on, I have to I have to keep my foot forward.
Right. I think when it comes to like setting like a day, like if you say like, okay, like Sunday's my day.
Right.
Where
So that's what I'm on a schedule. Sundays, I'm going to prep everything, season everything.
You're like mentally preparing yourself for it. So it's not as easy to kind of dodge. You know?
And I feel like because I'm now taking this initiative and I want to eat healthier and I'm, doing all these different things, it affects everybody else in the household. So they were like, my mother's like, oh, you're cooking for me too. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, well, it's really kind of for my oldest because, he's a college athlete. So when I told him, because he saw me buy like the whole compartments, that's
the best part.
The containers.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The Tupperware.
The Tupperware. He's like, what is that? I'm like, that's for my meal prepping, like whatever. He's like, oh, you doing that? You got to do it for me too. I'm like, this did not become a thing for me and you. But whatever. And then even my fiance also too, he was like, wait, I'm not going to be able to eat none of that? And I'm like, yes, of course. Deep down, I'm like, did I buy enough? Because I was really counting
You were just doing it for yourself.
Me. But I love that they also now want to get involved.
Yes,
and now we all want to get healthy.
So and I think that's great. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Okay. It's now become a chore for you.
Right. And that's what I don't want either. Because now everyone's relying.
Everyone's relying on you to now meal prep for them. And God damn it, we are not going to do it.
No, that's for me.
I mean, it's wonderful to be able. I think that is how families as a unit are most successful when it comes to like diet and exercise or anything new that you want to do. When you do it as a family, you're just so much more successful at it. But when it comes to doing something for yourself and dedicating that time and that just doing that little special something to like, you feel good about it. Like, I did this for me and I take this time for me. And sometimes people are going to try and jump on that bandwagon, but it's even like, when I go to get like a pedicure or something, I go to get my nails done and like my girls are like, oh, can I go or can you take it? And I'm like, I'll schedule an appointment for you. This is my time.
I know.
And I'm pretty like my time is my time because in that 1 hour and you don't need 7 days.
5. You just need sometimes And even an hour, like we're asking for a lot. Like, because, pedicures, nail, they take a little bit. But even if it's 30 minutes, but it's just those 30 minutes that you want just to cherish and just disconnect for a second.
I just need people to not, like, I need kids not to be grabbing me.
Right.
I need, like, nothing to be asked of me. Like, sometimes, like, I just don't even want to, like, talk to anybody. I just want to receive a service and then be like, thank you so much. Take my money. I love you.
I know. And it's funny because sometimes
home,
people
like,
be
refreshed.
like, you're at the nail salon or whatever it is you might be. And even like when I go to my son's practice, like sometimes I'll sit in the car. Like when it was colder, I wouldn't really get out the car. And I would sit there, and sometimes like my friend's like, you sat in the car for an hour and a half and you didn't call me, or you didn't. And I'm like, no.
No, wait, I've seen so many stories about like, no, people don't understand. It's your alone time.
Yeah, and I may have the little one, but that drive to the field, he fell asleep. So he's sleeping.
So you got to take advantage of the time.
Girl, I'll be sitting in the car and I'm just like, oh, wow, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll call him right when my son comes off and he's about to get in the car. And I'm like, all right, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, we're heading home. He goes, what were you doing the whole time? I'm like, sitting in the car. Doing what? Nothing. Not even nothing. And I might put on like a show of mine that I wasn't able to watch.
I was spending time with myself, collecting my thoughts.
I'll put it on for like 10, 15 minutes and then I'll turn off the phone and I'm like, that's a lot. Like my eyes hurt from looking at the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll just sit there. And then my older be like, did you watch me practice? Yeah, sure. No problem. But it's something so simple like that.
Yeah.
Like that hour and a half, I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's just quiet in the car.
There have definitely been times where at practice, like, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to bring my laptop. And then I sit and I, like, do some work or whatever, like, in the car and just kind of, try and, like, multitask it.
Get things done, right.
Get things done so that, like, I have a little bit more freed up time after.
So we think.
Yeah. Till the next thing gets thrown onto my plate. But it's not easy, but it's important. You have to make time for yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And I mean, I would love to know, like, it's so funny. I was talking to one of my clients and we were talking about Father's Day gifts. Father's Day is coming up.
Right.
So, and I was like, I was thinking about doing, something special on the podcast for Father's Day, something a little different. We haven't done anything like this before. And we're going to be like out of our set. So, and, I was like, wait, do dads even want that? Like, I was like telling her like all the things that we were like talking, like what we want to bring and do. And I was like, do dads want that? She's like, yeah, dads want that.
Yeah, because we even had that conversation as we were trying to, come up with ideas and stuff like that. And then we were both on the phone like, what do dads want? Like, what do they want? And I told him, I was like, well, they like massages. They like facials, like things that we would like just women do. But like men like that too. Dads want a little break, also from...
I don't know. We're going to ask you guys. Like,
we want your opinion.
We're putting it on you guys. What do dads want for Father's Day? Like, if you're like a dad with little kids and then like maybe grandpas.
Grandpas too.
Do grandpas you don't all want like best grandpa ever t-shirts, right?
Or the mugs.
Like how many times can you get a best grandpa, best dad ever?
Or a coffee cup. Like you don't need 20 coffee cups.
I literally, so my daughter's dad, we got him like a shirt that said like El Mejor del Mundo.
Oh God.
And a t-shirt, and he like loved it. I think he like wore it so much. And then I was in the store and I saw a mug.
Oh.
That said it. And then I was like, we can do that again. I'm like, what does he want? Like he used to have a beard, and I was like, all right, let's get him some beard kit.
Right. I feel like it
how
is
much
harder.
Beard wax can you buy someone?
It is hard. Or the typical like the barbecue grill set. Like Like do they really want that every year?
What do you want?
Let us know, because we really...
What do you guys want? Like what is something out of the box that dads would be like wowed by?
Right.
Because that's another conversation that I was having is like, there's only so many gadgets that we can get for you. Or maybe not. Maybe you want gadgets. Maybe that is what you want. You want us to just keep
into that? Hey.
Hitting the gadget.
Let us know.
World.
Send us DMs.
Tell us. Let us know. What is the best Father's Day gifts?
Yeah.
What if like you've never gotten and you wish you did?
Right.
I mean, because
if you're into sports, if you're into, like, let us know. Like, help us help you.
Yeah.
Okay? Help us help you.
And if we can then deliver. If you want, like, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever, you want us to tell them what you want.
Again,
send us a message.
and we can help you.
Give us the @ and we will
and
help you.
you never know what you may get for Father's Day.
But act surprised.
Yeah.
Just make sure you act surprised.
Please do.
Yeah, we'll help you out. Help us help you.
Yes. Help us help you.
So, I think that like we covered the bases.
Yes.
Get yourself some R&R. Relax and don't feel bad about dedicating some time to yourself. Some time with your partner.
Yeah, even with your friends that also are sometimes even just socially just going to grab a drink or whatever it is. Like sometimes you just need that too. You need to just be around adults.
When I was pulling up here, I saw I actually completely missed the studio coming here, and I saw a place, Milky Ways.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Ice cream place?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've never been there. It looks really good though.
And like I knew that we were coming in to do this show, and I was like, we should go get ice cream afterwards.
That'll be yummy.
And then I was like, damn it, we're both trying to lose weight for the summer.
Yeah, no. You see?
The summer's here, Wendy. We need to find something else to do.
I take that back. That sounds real delicious. But
we're not gonna get ice cream.
Not giving in. I'm not. Nope. Not doing it.
We're gonna do something else. We'll figure it out. We gotta get like a smoothie or something. Like a green juice, refreshing.
I don't know about green juice. I love smoothies.
There's this place in Huntington. I'm gonna get it for you next time.
Yeah,
you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. So stay tuned.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram, Mayhem on the Mic. Email us, mayhemonthemic podcast@gmail.com.
Our YouTube page. Follow the page. Subscribe to our page, Mayhem on the Mic as well. You can also follow Latino Mixx. If you want to catch up on any of our shows, any episodes, they're all on there as well.
Yes. And follow the page, set some notifications for our stories because we are going to be bringing you guys something new, special, different. We want to get a little bit more interactive with you guys. So
yeah, we hope you guys actually will enjoy it. And,
we'll be coming to you with some live content very soon.
Up close and personal.
Yeah. Yay. Fun
stuff coming up. We have in the works. It should be exciting. So definitely reach out to us. Let us know. And we'll see. We'll go from there.
Yeah. Give us some Father's Day tips. We want to do some good stuff.
Yeah, we want to do something special for you guys. It's not always just about moms. You guys also deserve it too.
You guys need some self-care too.
All right.
Tell us how to treat you a little bit better. All right, guys. We will see you next time. Have a wonderful week. Continue to enjoy your summer. Wear your sunscreen.
Yes. And have a good weekend.
Put that in your skincare. Sunscreen.
Yeah, sunscreen, guys.
All right.
Have a good weekend. See you guys.
Bye.